Hello, everyone. Today we have with us Mrs. Hazel Serrao, uh, who we've treated her for her varicose veins, and uh, I would say I would call her Miss Hazel because she was a teacher in my school when I was little, and it's such a privilege to have you here with us, Hazel. And can you please tell something about you to our patients?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Saurabh. I must say that I was so lucky to land up here. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Mrs. Hazel Serrao, a teacher by profession. I worked for 35 years as a teacher, and probably that was the reason why I got this varicose vein standing and teaching my students all the time. But God sent me to the right person here, and I praise and thank my Lord for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I must tell you all first about Dr. Saurabh. Such a lovely person and such a doctor I've never seen in my life. I've hardly come across, I will not say few, but there are no doctor I've come across. Such a lovely doctor who's so open, who explains everything to you before you undergo that operation. I came with a few, with a very, not a very clear state of mind, but he put me at an ease and told me everything so bluntly, so nice. I wish all doctors were like him, so open. And yes, doctor, really, I'm not trying to
thank you for the
just
high
because
praise.
you are my student, but really, you're such a wonderful doctor. May your tribe increase. I hope you have more doctors like that. Yeah, really, because they're so easy and we feel at so much at ease, and you have to come here to doctor and tell him anything, and he listens to you and gives you such good advice. Thank you, doctor, so much, and may God bless you, really.
Thank you, Hazel. Could you tell our patients, what were your symptoms? So, what were you suffering from?
Yeah, I was all the time. I'm very fond of walking. I never give up my walks. I'm now 72 years, but I love walking. And I noticed that my legs were swelling up, and I saw my veins like coming out. And I said, "What is this now?" I went to my family doctor, Dr. Contractor, Akil Contractor, and he's told me, "Why don't you go to Dr. Saurabh? He will guide you and tell you, because I feel you have to go to a vein specialist." So I said, "Okay." And when I came here, I was a little doubtful, and I saw doctor's clinic. It's wonderful, so clean and so lovely. At that time, I never knew that he was my student. It was only later on after the operation that I came to know. Yes. And I was so happy that I could open out myself fully to him. Such a wonderful person. Forget the doctor, but such a wonderful person he is. Honestly, I wish we had people like him, doctors like him. Usually, doctors don't like when you ask them too many questions, you see. But this doctor takes all your questions, explains everything. He makes everything very clear to you so that you know what you're going in for.
Hazel, could you share your experience of the procedure when we were actually doing the vena seal procedure? What did it feel like?
To tell you the fact, doctor, I feel at ease all the time because of your, I don't know, I felt that I was in such safe hands, and I would advise everyone to come here to this place. Such a lovely place, and doctor looks after you so well, and 100% he makes you okay. That much I can tell you. When all through the procedure, hardly I got any pain. He was telling me that, it's a needed poke, this, that, hardly any pain I got. But I came with, he had told me first, it's a walk-in and walk-out procedure, and it is really a walk-in and walk-out procedure, honestly. I can tell you that. And doctor was so sweet. He kept on talking to me throughout the operation. I hardly knew when it was over, the operation was over.
Now it's 2 months after your procedure, right? 2 months post your procedure. Yes. So can you tell the difference? Can you tell how, what is the difference from before and now?
Yes, there's a lot of difference. First and foremost, there is no swelling. Absolutely. All the swelling is gone. And there is no pain. Absolutely. A little here and there, but that is considering my age. But still, I must tell you again and again that if you come here, you're in safe hands. Remember that. Don't doubt one bit. He's such a lovely person and such a lovely doctor, I'm grateful to my God that he's brought me here to him, honestly.
Thank you, Hazel.
No, doctor, I'm not simply telling you that because not only because you are my student or whatever, but I never knew that you were my student earlier, right?
Yes,
so
we got to know later on, and Miss Hazel was actually, when I was in school, I think in primary, so I was very little. She used to teach briefly in Holy Family High School where I was studying.
Yes.
So
And
we
then
came to know later that,
I
later.
joined St. Joseph's afterwards at Juhu, and I taught in that school for 34 years, retired as principal. Yeah.
Great.
So it was,
Thank you, Hazel Miss,
your
for
procedure, no, don't say
for-
that,
for-
doctor. Your procedure is wonderful. When I see,
Uh,
first time I had heard about the procedure, I was wondering what it was, because doctors said just a small poke. I was wondering what is the small poke and all. It really just a needle prick it is.
mhm.
And wonderful, the results are wonderful without any pain, nothing.
Mhm.
It's a wonderful procedure, and I heard that he's one of the best in Asia. So again, I'm so happy, and I congratulate you, doctor,
Thank
again
you,
and again.
thank you,
You're
thank
such a
you.
wonderful person.
Thank
That's
you,
all
Hazel.
I can say.
It was a pleasure having you here, and thank you for sharing your experience with our patients. I'm sure they would
Definitely.
be, they
Yeah.
would, they would value your experience that you shared. And great. I hope you continue your recovery, and you're doing very well as compared to before. And I just, hope and pray to God that you'll keep getting better with time.
Yes, yes. I'm almost better, doctor. Why do you say that?
It's a process of recovery, and
Yeah.
you're seeing a little bit of veins, and I'm sure by the time I see you next time, they will all be
Yeah,
disappeared.
definitely, definitely. I've also recommended a few people, who asked me about this because they've not heard about this
Mhm.
when I see this procedure.
Mhm.
So I tried to tell them and explain to them, and I showed them and I told them how I felt as well because I'm a living example, right?
Yeah.
So they're looking at me.
Great. Thank you,
Welcome,
Hazel. It
welcome,
was a
doctor.
pleasure talking to you, and thank you so much for taking out your time and coming
Not
down,
at
especially
all.
to share your experience. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure for me. Not I never took any of my time off. It was a real pleasure coming here, Dr. Saurabh Joshi. I bless you and I wish
Thank
you
you.
all the
Thank
best,
you.
doctor.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.